Another beautiful morning in Foundry Cove. After just 1 week in Willow Creek, Annie has already learned that what they say about small towns is true. There are no secrets here, only stories everyone has already heard. She's only been here 7 days, but the gossip spreads faster than the morning mail. Take the Watts family, for example. Emmy's bitterness. Rumor has it her husband Lane has eyes for someone else, none other than his best friend, Nick Weston. Emmy doesn't have proof, of course, but everyone else can see it clearly. And speaking of the Westons, Nick's reputation is growing just as fast. Charming, reckless, and known for breaking more hearts than promises. In a place like this, it doesn't take long to make a name for yourself. Then there are the Winslows, a family built on quiet resentment. Annabelle's sharp tongue makes sense once you realize her mother left years ago, leaving her older sister, Scarlett, to play perfect while holding everything together. The Holiday Scotts seem picture perfect. Almost too perfect. But in Foundry Cove, no one's life is ever as simple as it looks behind closed doors. And as for Carly, Annie still has a lot of making up to do after what happened at the clinic last week. Foundry Cove. Charming, secretive, and full of whispers waiting to be heard. Let's see what this week brings. Ah, Annie. Trying so hard to fit in, yet standing out without even meaning to. In Foundry Cove, she's easy to spot. Designer clothes, perfect hair, the faint smell of city life still clinging to her. She smiles at the neighbors, waves when they pass, but never lingers long enough for real conversation. Back in the city, that was normal. You could live next to a dozen people and never learn a single name. But here, people notice. In Foundry Cove, everyone knows everyone, and when someone doesn't, they start to wonder why. Annie tells herself she doesn't mind the distance, that she's just adjusting. But the truth is, she needs them. If she's going to learn more about her father, the man she never met, the man whose house and legacy she somehow inherited, she'll have to do more than smile from the porch. She'll have to open the door. Opening doors can lead to all kinds of discoveries. Some welcome, and some better left unopened.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Newell, and welcome if you're new. Welcome to another episode of Foundry Cove, my new mini-series / LP. We're here with Annie, and we're gonna head over to Mills Vet Clinic so that she can get started on her day. Last time we left off, she had 25 customers in total. I'm trying to get to 100 by the end of the series, so today we'll try to get at least 5 or 6, 7. We'll kind of see how many people we get. So let's head over there now. All right, so we're here at the vet clinic. I'm gonna have her open it up, and I was thinking that we should consider maybe getting another vet in here, which, if you know from the last episode, I mentioned that Michael, who she has bad compatibility with, he has a level 10 in the veterinary skill, so he'd be great. He'd be like a great addition to our vet clinic. But again, they have very bad compatibility, and I think that he had beef with her birth dad, so we'll kind of see how that goes. And I also talked about wanting to hire Carly possibly, so we'll kind of see. But I'm gonna have her come here and get started on another day at the vet clinic. This is our first little customer here. Oh, poor thing. All right, let's greet this customer. Greet patient, and let's get started on taking care of this little kitty. All right, so this guy, we saw him last time and he gave us a 3, so let's see if he gives us a 4 today. Something is wrong with my little boy Bartholomew. All right, let's find out what's going on with that guy, and then we're gonna do this little doggy, this little Frenchie. All right, let's find out what's going on with this little cat. Hopefully she can find out what's going on quickly. Let's do the skin, and then we'll do the temperature again. Like I said in the last video, I'm having a lot of fun with the vet career again. It's been a lot of fun. I haven't played it since Cat and Dogs came out, so that was a while ago. All right, so we do have the diagnostic. Now we're going to treat it. Okay, right here, antiviral payload. Perfect. Magnified organs. Ugh, poor thing. Okay, so this guy is one of our neighbors. This is Nick Weston. He's here with his dog, I think. I think this is his dog. No, we're gonna see this dog next. This is his dog. And then this is another one of our neighbors, Summer. So we have to kind of try to see if we can kind of build these relationships. So let's take care of Jack for Nick. And he'll come in with us. He has a 3 stars for us, so let's see how this goes. All right, Jack, get up here, buddy. All right, so he is a little anxious, and Nick is coming in. Oh my god. So we're gonna say that Annie does think that Nick is pretty attractive, you know. He also thinks she's pretty attractive. If you saw the beginning of this intro, you could see that when she was walking by, he, you know, found her pretty attractive. So I think he's looking at her now being like, okay, she's pretty hot. She's taking care of my dog for me. So now the dog is calm. So we're going to examine. Let's take the temperature. Glowing nose. All right, that gave us 2 more things. What else should we examine? Let's do the mouth. Is that going to give us the whole thing? Yes, perfect. All right. Snort nose fever. Okay, poor little dog. Ugh, I knew it. It's gonna be the cone of shame. All right, well, at least hopefully he'll give us a good review. Maybe later on we'll say that he invites her out to kind of say thank you, you know, for taking care of his dog. All right, well, Nick, thank you for coming by. I'll see you in the neighborhood in Foundry Cove. So now she's gonna take care of Rosie. What's going on with you? Again, maybe I'll check the temperature. And then examine the mouth. Okay. And then let's listen to the breathing maybe. Ooh, stinky breath. Alright, so we have the thing. Let's see what the treatment is. Okay, we just give her a little shot. Okay, Rosie, you're good. Awesome. All right, that's another review hopefully for us, and that's 28 customers in total. Please pay me. Thank you. Wow, 325 simoleons. All right, who's next? So now we're going to take care of Summer's dog, who is also one of our neighbors, Summer Holiday Scott. So hopefully this will kind of fix. Oh, she gave us a 3 now from a 2. That's great. All right. So let's find out what's going on with this little dog. They're calm. Let's check the temperature. Check the skin. Okay. Still don't know what it is. Let's examine the mouth. Okay. Perfect. We have the diagnostics. Let's do a treat. Okay, there you go. All you really needed was a treat. Please pay us. And I'll see you in the neighborhood. And we're going to say that Summer's like, oh my God, you guys, the new vet, our new neighbor was such a good vet. I gave her a 4. She was great. She treated, you know, our dog like such a little king at the vet clinic. Oh, this butler's pissed at me too. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need help. I think I'm going to have to talk to Michael and ask him if he will work at the clinic for us. Let's start the exam. Check the temperature for 1. There's obviously something going on with their skin, their temperature. That gave us 3 out of the things. Let's do the skin. Obviously, the skin's all blue for 1. All right, we got it. Treatment. Perfect. Biscuit with medicine. Okay. Awesome. Now you have regular skin again. All right. I think this girl has this little dog. I'm going to greet this patient. I feel terrible. We definitely need to hire another vet because we have another vet table there and these customers are not happy. She is pissed. She is extremely pissed. And honestly, there's no excuse for this. Okay, that gave us 3 things. Perfect. Let's do the skin. See if that gives us any indication to what's going on. Starting to get a little stressed, but we do have what's going on. Severe hot foot. Okay, makes sense with the red feet. Let's do this shot and kind of see. There you go. Hopefully that'll change your review. Yeah, I know, I suck. Sorry, but we do have to bill you. 325 simoleons. Perfect. All right, so it is 4 p.m. We did get more than 5 people, so I think I'm going to close up. And we did pretty good, pretty decent. We did a net profit. I don't think it really matters about the money. Annie's here to kind of just do more. I am not really going to worry about how angry this girl is because she doesn't live in our neighborhood. So, all right, well, she is hungry. I think I'm going to have her call that girl Carly next door. If you saw the last episode, her vet clinic, Carly had showed up, and they are literally neighbors. And Annie kind of messed up and saw her last. So Annie kind of looks like a jerk to Carly. So yeah, I'm going to have her ask her to go here to the Crawdad restaurant because this is the Crawdad Quarter. So we're going to go over to this restaurant and hope that the dine-in pack works and we can kind of get to know Carly a little bit better. It's time for her to start building friendships. So let's head there now. All right, so we made it to the restaurant. I'm just going to have her go over and see if they're cool enough to even hug. Yes, they are. I'm going to have her give her a hug. I'm just going to say like, hey, thank you so much for meeting me here for lunch. And then I'm going to go in here and just get us a table. I'm going to request us a table. There's only, I'll get us this little two-seater over here. And then we'll just kind of get to know her, have lunch with her. Maybe we'll ask her about like the neighborhood and maybe she'll kind of tell us something about our dad and if there's anything that she kind of knows. Reservation for two, please. To your table. Oh, she dressed up for us. She changed her outfit for us. That is so sweet. So I hope she can see that we are putting effort into, trying to be her friend. All right, so maybe I'll order for the table first and then we'll kind of start talking. All right, so let's get these two wine. It looks like wine. And then for we'll just go straight to the main course because she's starving. I feel like Carly would get like the rack of lamb. So let's get the rack lambs for her and the pan-seared bass for Annie. Her ordering like so like snobby. But I did queue up some stuff for her to kind of have some conversation with her, kind of get to know her a little bit better, get to know her skills and her hobbies and her interests and things like that. All right, she likes guitar, which is cool. Maybe she'll tell us something more. I think we are able to have a deep conversation, so I'm going to try to do that as well to kind of see if she'll tell us something that we might want to know.
The conversation with Carly flowed so naturally, it almost surprised Annie. That laugh, light, genuine, was exactly what she needed after a long, exhausting day at the vet clinic. Carly didn't just fill her in on the latest neighborhood gossip. She did something far more meaningful. She forgave Annie for her not-so-great moment last week, and in doing so, gave her something she's been missing ever since she arrived in Foundry Cove, a real friend. After the girls left the restaurant, they made their way to Magnolia Blossom Park and found a quiet bench by the fountain. Annie had always heard this park was the heart of Willow Creek, but she didn't realize how true that was until now. As they sat there, Carly started to talk. Not about gossip this time, but about Annie's father. She told her that he used to come to this very spot almost every weekend, sitting by the same fountain with a book in his hands. People remembered him as reserved but kind. Someone who always greeted the park groundskeeper by name and never left without feeding the ducks. It wasn't much, just a few simple memories passed down through small-town chatter. But to Annie, it felt like the world had opened a little wider. For the first time, her father wasn't just a name on paper. He was real, living quietly in the echoes of the place she now called home. Now, you won't believe what happened the next morning. None other than Nick Weston showed up, bright and early, at Annie's doorstep. He'd come to thank her for taking care of his dog, Jack, at the clinic the day before. Most people might have sent a polite text or a quick call, but not Nick. No, he decided to do it in person, and with a smile that could probably charm half the neighborhood. He told her he wanted to properly welcome her to Willow Creek, to show her around, the real way locals experience it. Annie didn't need much convincing. After all, who could say no to a tour from the town's most talked-about heartbreaker? And just like that, Annie's quiet morning turned into something far more interesting.